I need some coffee.
That was pretty good, huh? It's pretty good. It's not like oh my god. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's better fresh. You get it fresh, a fresh cup of coffee.
Well, you know what? You gotta be fresh.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It actually is.
My wife's dad's mom made it. So her nana, but that specific one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. As my son calls her, Tutu.
Tutu. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's where Scarlett gets Tutu for Leanne. Scarlett loved it whenever she heard Milo called Nana that, Alexis Nana that, and then she just ran with it, which is great.
No.
Pretty sure.
No. That's not how it went down.
Pretty sure it's how it went down.
No.
I'm like 50% sure.
No, because Leanne wanted her to call her Tutu from like the time she was born, which
really
was before Milo. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we talked about Tutu before Alexis was even pregnant with Milo.
And maybe that was
because of Hawaiian. Yeah, it's a Hawaiian term for grandma, and that's where we get it from.
Yeah, and that could probably be the case.
That's what it was. I knew it was one of them that loved it. Somebody loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was Scarlett, but I that's why I said 50% sure.
Yeah,
but somebody loved it and ran with it, which is fine because it's a sweet name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I think that's what happened. Is
sweet name. I'm not being shitty. I'm just
Yeah, Alexis and Gabriella's were talking about it, and then because Leanne wanted to know what
that's exactly what happened because Leanne heard Alexis talking about what she wants her nana to be called, and then Leanne's like, I love that, and then Yep. Yeah. I knew there was an influence because it's Hawaiian. It comes from Hawaiian. Why would she? Yeah. I don't know shit about Hawaiians.
Well, Mele Kaliki Maka
do, but
is
the way to say. Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind.
Yeah, I love Stitch.
Or forgotten.
It's so good. Stitch is so good.
There
should be more Stitch rides. That's my one thing I keep bringing up to Gabrielle. It's like there's not enough Stitch representation at Disneyland or Disney World.
The show, the Stitch with the glitch, I think, is the movie that leads into the show.
Because there's four? There's 4 Stitches?
Leroy and Stitch.
There's Leroy and Stitch. There's Lilo and Stitch.
There's Lilo and Stitch. There's Stitch 2. There's Leroy and Stitch.
And then there's another one.
And then there's Stitch with the glitch.
Is Stitch with the glitch? That's what it's
Stitch
called?
with the glitch. And then they have a show. But the show didn't do that great. And so
that's where Angel's from, right?
No, I think she's from Leroy and Stitch because that's whenever you get the multiple, and that's what I'm saying. That's what leads into the show.
Yeah, which is Stitch variants. So Loki basically copied Leroy and Stitch.
Yep.
100%.
I could be wrong because it's been like 10 years since I've really watched.
I'm trying to remember
this stuff besides Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch is
classic.
It's a gem.
It's a classic.
It's a classic. The rest of them, they're like
Stitch 2 isn't bad, and neither is Leroy and Stitch.
No, they're not bad, but they're not no Lilo and Stitch.
No, we watch. It's actually been a while. Scarlett, she hasn't been sit down and watch movies type in a little bit, which is tough sometimes.
Yeah, because you're a movie buff like I am.
Yeah,
because Milo's not.
But I also don't sit down and watch movies all the time anymore either.
I watch movies while I do stuff. If I'm sitting down and doing nothing, which I am kind of doing a lot of now, I've been watching a lot of One Piece. I could have got a lot more MCU watching done if I didn't get caught up so much on One Piece, but I finished an arc, and so I was able to pry myself away, even though I'm about to get into the last arc that's out right now.
Yeah, I wish I had the time to sit down and fully watch these, but I mean we've been investing them for a while. So
I watched everything that we're going to talk about in this first recording because we're going to record today and then tomorrow night because we got to wait till Hawkeye comes out and then you work tomorrow, so we're going to do the other.
Yeah, but we'll probably. I mean, we can always record the second episode next week because we're going to separate this into 2 weeks.
No, we can't. I'm not going to be here.
Where are you going to be?
I'm in Texas.
Are you still going to? You're still going to Texas?
Still going to Texas, unless my specialist, who I'm talking to today, says I can't go.
Okay,
I can't do long car rides.
What day do you leave then?
Friday.
Friday, and you come back.
We'll be either Friday night or Saturday morning early.
Okay,
and then we'll be coming back the 2nd.
Oh, so you'll be gone for okay.
It's my vacation time, Justin. You son of a bitch! Dare you?
Oh wow. Wow.
Because I remember the last time I was like, yeah, we can just record this next week, and you're like, no, I'm gonna be in Disney. Like, I'm not gonna be here. Just vacation.
Just fuck me, right?
No, not right now. Not on camera. I don't want evidence.
So then tomorrow night or Thursday night, we'll have to freaking get into this room and just kind of bang it out. Just
that's it. We're gonna have to do it. We're
me and you are gonna have to
Wednesday
get
night
in here and just freaking.
And that's why I at least want to do half the whole show, because we might. You guys won't know this, but we're gonna probably split this up into two.
There's more information than we were planning on.
Yes.
So I don't think, because I don't want to put super long episodes. I'll probably separate it. We still got to figure out our openers, or at least record them.
Yeah. We'll probably cut in everything later. I don't know. Yeah, we can get through a bunch right now.
It's going to take some time. It's going to take
some time. Little bit out the grind. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be all right. Hey. Don't you write yourself off yet?
I'm excited though. Me and Branden, we just finished watching, or we watched No Way Home.
Yes,
last weekend. Branden decided to go by himself. I did go with Jordy, as we talked about. So Branden's a jerk.
I took my wife and my son.
Branden's an a-hole, and
I went the first night.
Took Jordy for his birthday.
I think all the posters say December 17th.
But they always released it the night before.
They released it the night before.
Yeah.
And so I went, and there was like hardly anybody there. We went and ate dinner. We got there. We were there like 10 minutes. No, we were there 20 minutes early. We probably could have got there 5 minutes early and been just fine. I'm glad I got there that early, because we did get good seats, and I didn't have to go too far down. I got right in the middle. It was nice. There
wasn't too packed the 17th either, Friday night.
I talked to Jordy. There was, from what I estimate, there was more people the second night from the first night.
I would say the theater was probably about 80% full.
Yeah, that's what Jordan would say. It was full, but there's room. There's room. Mine was like 80% empty.
There was some like very, very loud sobbing from various
Jordan
parts.
also told me about that. Yeah, I've been talking to both our little brothers kind of often. I gotta call Calvin again. I haven't talked to him in like a week.
Yeah,
but I've been trying to be better about being a more involved person in my family, because historically I've been kind of reclused and removed.
Yeah. So while Branden is on vacation, we're going to get this episode, and then I'm going to do an episode, put it together, of all of our openers.
Jordan's going to come with me to Texas, so.
Yeah, I don't care about Jordan.
Okay. So you have Bryson, and good luck getting him in here. So
we'll figure something out.
Eat your heart out.
I'll figure something out, and they'll be way better looking than you either way.
You could bring Halo up here, and she could take my spot.
Yeah, Halo's great. But I'm going to put together an episode of all of our openers from the year. This is our second year, really our first full year doing it. So I'm going to get all of our openers together from the year. Isn't it?
No, it is. Just fucking with you.
I was going to say. I thought we started August the year before.
Wait, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to get all our openers, if Branden let me finish this, and put them all into one episode.
Never let you finish.
Branden and I both like to go back and listen to some of our openers. We find them hilarious. The last episode might not be included in.
I've been kind of want to talk to you. You could go ahead and just scrub that one out completely.
I might. It's bad.
I would scrub it out completely, and we'll put something else down, or I might just leave it blank.
Oh, we might leave that one blank.
Part of me wants to leave it because like I want to like remember all the good and bad, but that one wasn't supposed to be bad, and it was.
Yeah, well,
it wasn't like the Fresh Prince. It wasn't like Boats and Hoes where they were supposed to be bad. They're supposed to be not good. That one was just not good.
We couldn't fight. We were very ambitious, and we weren't ready for it.
No, we didn't practice enough. We were supposed to come in this weekend, but both of us were like, I think we were both kind of avoiding it.
We didn't practice. We did no prep.
Nope. Zero prep. You just came in here raw and untethered, but it was a mistake on so many levels. It was a mistakes. You know,
mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made. But outside of the last episode, I'm going to grab together all of the openers and put them all in one episode, so that it's like a one-stop shop. So you can be like, hey, they do some awesome openers, and then it's like, bam, you can listen to this episode, and it'll play them all back to back.
Bam, huh?
Plus a celebration of our year. One more year in podcasting.
Yep.
So It could be a little bit of both.
And a Christmas celebration, I guess, too.
Yep. And considering Branden will be disappearing for 8 to 12 months. And so whenever he gets back, we guess we'll record again.
That was a gross exaggeration. I'll be gone a week. Calm down. Calm down.
8 to 12 months.
I did buy myself so it's been a couple weeks. My back went out. My shit doesn't work right. So I have a separation in my spine. I won't get too in detail, but I got it checked it happened 10 years ago during a car accident. I'm not going to tell the whole story. About 8 years ago, I got it checked, and then I got another X-ray like two weeks ago. It is 3 times as worse as it was 8 years ago. So just the pressure on my hips, I think, is what's happening, and it just my muscles can't handle it anymore. But there is a chance. Not a big chance. Okay, there's a semi-large chance. I don't know yet. I'm talking to the special today as of the recording, but it'll be later on today. I'll know by tomorrow. I'll talk about it then. But there's a chance that I might need surgery for it. I don't know. But right now I'm not even going to work. I'm just laying in bed most of the time. I use a cane. It's starting to become less, but I still use a cane kind of often. Just to kind of have something to lean on as I'm walking around. It's pretty pathetic. It is. I think so. Yeah, I'm 27 and I'm using a cane, but
So we're in an accident that's causing back problems. So
yeah, but I could have just did this sooner before I was in full swing of my career and trying to build and just starting to make money. It was just a really shitty time for this to happen. I should have just done this, went out before for it and not now.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. So that's a lesson to all you kids who think you're invincible and you just think something's a problem right now, but you'll just deal with it later. Deal with it now. Deal with it now. Deal with it this moment. So one of my favorite quotes is, and it's a Chinese dialect. It's, I believe Confucius says it. I could be wrong about that. Could be Shane. I should say Shang-Chi.
Sun Tzu?
No, not Sun Tzu. Another. It's also in that book of Chinese proverbs. But it's the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is today. So if you're having structural issues with your body, deal with it now. Deal with it right now, because you may not have to stop your life at all. It'll just be kind of a minor inconvenience and less of a huge problem, which is what it is for me right now. Is a huge problem. So don't let yourself get to that point. That's my PSA. That's my soapbox. Don't let a structural problem become a major problem. Let it be a minor inconvenience until you can fix it or at least manage it. Yeah. So yeah, it sucks, but I'm out right now, and I'll be out for the next 3 weeks minimum, 3-4 weeks minimum. I might be out longer. I don't know. But I have several appointments lined up. One's today, one's for 2 of them are for next year in January, and I'll just be taking them as they come. That's what she said.
Yeah, and to pivot off of that, we're still getting in here. We're still creating, and we're gonna have plenty of for you. We're hoping Branden's back isn't as bad as it is, not just for the show, but just in general.
Yeah,
we'd rather have him not laid up and be able to get back to work.
Yeah, I might. If I get surgery, I'll probably have to just call in for the episode. I'll just be laying in bed doing research all the time. I'll just call Justin in for the episode. Okay, hopefully this audio isn't bad.
We would have to do it over. No ways. I'd have to do it the same way I did with Yoni. Yeah. Or
well, you'd have to do it over this. Well, maybe I could rig. If I know I'm going to do surgery, maybe I'll rig my PC up.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
I don't want to get to that bridge. Yeah, I don't wanna.
Yeah, if we don't, we'll get to.
Yeah.
This is where we're gonna cut it off right here for the podcast and get into the episode. Again, it's gonna be on the MCU. We did a 4-show episode run on the MCU. Right around we got our new equipment, so it was the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
It had to be in the beginning of this year.
It was literally the first episode after we got our equipment.
Yeah, it was episode 15 through 18. And very, very good run. It's still one of my favorite episodes.
Yes.
Every now and again, I went back and listened to a couple of them for prep for this one.
Yeah.
See how we structure and stuff like that. The openers are obviously some of our best. MCU gives us a lot of
me. I was struggling finding a good scene to use.
Yeah, I think we did a good job though, even though we haven't recorded yet.
Yeah, or even discussed.
It. Yeah, but I think we did. You're welcome. But if you guys are curious about that on the YouTube channel, go listen to the podcast. You can find both of them at justareyes.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at howdidwepod or on TikTok at howdidwepod. You can follow me personally on Instagram at justareyes. You can follow Branden on all of his stuff.
BrandenBro94, all of it, everywhere.
Instagram, TikTok,
Twitter.
Are you still doing Twitch, or are you moving all the way to YouTube?
I don't know. I haven't been behind my computer, so I haven't decided yet. I haven't sat on my computer in weeks. Like that's because it's the chair that put the final nail in the coffin. So I haven't been sitting in it. But I do have cushions coming in that are going to support my butt and my lumbar better. Mm-hmm. And so I will be doubling down, as it were, on live streams. So I'll be doing a lot more video game playing for you guys, so you guys can come watch. I might even do it daily for an hour or two. I might do it every other day. I don't know. But I'll do a quite a bit more than like once to 3 times a week, for now until I at least go back to work. So look forward to that. And also, I don't know if I'm going to go to Twitch or going to go to YouTube or what. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, you can still find all of his stuff if you go to his
Instagram
or BrandenBro94, wherever you go to, BrandenBro94.
Yeah, YouTube's all of it.
Remember to like and subscribe to the show, both on YouTube and on the podcast. Leave a written review if you're on Apple Podcasts. Now on Spotify, you can also leave a written review there. So written review on both of them. Anywhere you can review, you can leave a thumbs up or a comment or anything. It all goes into helping promote the show and to build the show, and it also makes us feel pretty good about it. So if you guys can do that, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Hit that bell too, so that way you guys know whenever we be dropping these bad boys.
Yep, that bell notification. And you can find all things Just A Race Media, which includes Pod Hacks Presents, which I dropped episode 1 this week. I'm hoping to drop episode 2 here at the end of the week, maybe after Christmas, then get some of those episodes out as far as biopics and baseball and various things like that.
Real schnoice.
Schnoice. So podcast, let's get into the ads, let's get into the show.
All right.
But no, we're on YouTube, so we're staying.
Okay.
If you guys want the ads, you guys want the show, justarace.com. Or follow that link to our anchor page where you can donate and leave a voice message.
Yep. Sorry.
Branden will not knock my camera.
Sorry.
I
feel like I won that encounter. You had to lean forward.
I flicked the shit out of your camera.
Well, you had to lean forward and do effort. All I did was this, and it took 0 effort. It took 0.001% effort.
Yeah, well, I'll just kick over both of them.
Well, then you lose 2 again. I feel like I also win that encounter.
I'd have to get up and reset it up.
Yeah. I mean, I could help half-ass help set it up because I'm not bending over. That's not happening anymore.
Alexis can't bend you over?
No. Bending over doesn't work with me anymore. I can't really do it anymore. So that's cool.
Alexis,
I can squat down very loudly. And if you don't know what I mean like,
I picture Dr. Cox when he throws his back out.
Yeah.
And he needs to pick up the pencil.
Dude, that's how it is, dude. No, it's like, seriously, wide stance, dropping that booty, keeping your back stiff as possible, trying to use as least amount of muscles as possible to do it. Because my hips are just killing me, dude. Yeah. Right now, they're just not happy. Yeah. But it is what it is, baby. It is what it is.
Did you find the little video clip that I added into our YouTube?
No, I did it. I only watched half of it. Dang it. I finished their podcast episode, and I listened to that little shit, and then you put a little something. I did see you added the scene from, is it Hawkeye that you added in? No, it wasn't Hawkeye. It was, you cut in a scene. I can't remember what it is.
It was Hawkeye. And that's what I was talking about. I added a little clip
Yeah, I did find it.
I think I'm gonna just add random clips from either movies or television. Not a lot of them because I don't want it to overwhelm the show. We could go that route. It's a lot of editing, and it also would, I think, take away from what we got.
Yeah.
But every now and again, I want to just throw a random one in and see if Branden notices it.
Yeah, no, I noticed it. I was like, I didn't see that one. I thought you maybe like you cut, like I said something, you cut yourself in saying something shitty, and then just went back to the actual episode like nothing.
No. I would
okay,
never
okay,
do
okay.
that.
Yeah. 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 And my butthole isn't disgusting. Yeah.
I can't talk on the disgustingness of your butthole.
You smell my farts.
I smelled your burps. So. Those also aren't pleasant.
It's because I'm rotting from the inside out. No, actually, I eat pretty good. It's probably why. I mean, my diet's all over the place right now. Actually, I'm down. I'm like a constant 210, 211 right now.
If I can get it back to 210, I was at 215. I went up to like 220.
Well, I
dropped 5.
That's where I was before my back went out, was 215. Like I was a constant 215. And then I did a fast. I was down to 205. But then once I started eating again, I went back up to like 213, 212. And now I've lost a couple pounds. I lost like 210, 211. I don't know what that's about because I've just been eating whatever now. Yeah. Like I still eat salads and I still eat like a lot of eggs and like. But I mean, as far as bread, I've been not holding back so much. I mean, I still like I'll curve like if I can have 2 breads on a sandwich, I'll do like 1 bread on a sandwich instead. You know?
Yeah,
I'll do stuff like
love
that.
Sandwiches.
I do love me a mean sandwich.
I've been eating a little bit less bread. I can do better at it, but like I made some chicken noodle soup, which I'm gonna send you home with.
Yeah.
So you have some of the noodles.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh man, like drinking the broth and like eating the soup. I'm like, man, this is.
Yeah, that was like potato soup, except there's no bread in that. But it was like the same thing. It was delicious.
But the bread, it messes me up pretty good. I can't do a fast. I can't. Calvin asked me what I'm going to do a fast. If I don't eat even half the day while I'm at work, I get the worst migraine of my life.
It's because you
cannot move.
It's literally your stomach, the germs in your stomach, the cells, all those little cells in your stomach telling you to eat because you're so used to eating at that time on a regular. If you pushed through it, it would help you a lot.
I also can't push through while I'm working, though.
No, I understand that. But I'm saying, like, if you're not on a working day and you fast, if you were to push through that.
I don't eat as much so when I'm not working. But you know what? The days I don't know. I don't eat as much as I used to. Like, I used to, like, have a need to eat a lot.
I intermittent fast all the time.
And it's a lot less. That's how I first lost my weight, was I intermittent fast mixed with running.
Yeah.
Because remember, I ballooned up pretty good whenever Gabrielle was pregnant and the kiddo was born.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard not to eat all the time. Especially when your wife's asking for weird shit all the time.
Well, I was also working shift work at the time.
Yeah.
And then when I'd get off nights, sleep 2 hours, then we'd drive to Silver, which if you're not from this area is, 3 hours from here?
No, not that far. It's like two. It's like 2.5, maybe.
Yeah.
It's only like 45 minutes. Crow flies. It's just there's just so many windy roads.
Yeah. And we'd have to go through Lordsburg because
you have to, which is low, which you have to go south to get to Lordsburg,
back in,
and then you go back up. Like if you were to go straight, we would get there in 45 minutes.
It's not very far at all.
Yeah. It's like literally right there. We're right next to the border. We're like 20-minute drive, 30-minute drive from the border.
New Mexico border.
Yeah, New Mexico border. Yeah. We're like 3 hours from the Mexico border.
I don't know. Something like that sounds about right.
And then we're like 5 hours from the California border.
No, a little bit more than that.
5. It's not 8 because 8's to L.A. No,
10 is L.A.
10. I was like, it's 8. It
might be
10 to LA.
It might be 5 to 6 hours. I'm trying to think of how quartzite, because Phoenix is about 3.5, depending on the heart of Phoenix.
3. It's about 3:45.
Then you have to get through.
That's average time because sometimes it takes you longer depending on traffic. And all
I'm gonna say 6 hours to quartzite, and then another 4 to LA.
And then
that sounds right. I've driven it more times. I've driven enough times that I should answer, but that sounds right to me.
Samesies.
I just drove it too in October, so
yeah, you've driven it more than I have, but I've driven it quite a bit too.
So if you guys are planning on going to Disneyland, one, hit me up. I got a bunch of tips and ideas for you guys. Me and my wife like to go quite a bit. 2, stop in Quartzsite, make it to Quartzsite, fill up there with gas. drive in LA, fill up one time in California if you can help it, and then if you've got to limp that bad boy past Blythe into Quartzsite to fill up again, do it. Do not fill up in Quartzsite, because if you have to fill up in California more than once, it's going to cost you more than you want to spend.
Yeah.
The gas jumped like $1 per gallon as soon as you cross the border.
It's already a lot here. I mean, gas just is. Yep. That's not a conversation that this podcast is about. Because I can get into the geopolitical structure around why and hows, but we're not going to do that.
But yeah, that's would be my one bit of advice if you're coming from Arizona trying to get to Disneyland is to stop in Quartzsite. That's the close, because you have Quartzsite and then you're like directly into Blythe, and it drops right away. I was coming back and like my tank was like, dude, you need to fill up, and I was in Blythe and I was like, I can make it. Looking at the signs, looking at my car, looking at the signs, looking at my car. I was like, I can make it. I can make it.
So maybe even take a canister of gas with you if you're gonna do that, just so that way you don't. If you're hitting E, just go fill that bad boy up real quick. Get back on the road.
Yeah, even if you have to put a quick freaking 15 spot, I would say a quick 10 spot, but I don't know if that do for you in California.
Yeah, you might need a quick. It might be a quick 20 spot.
Yeah,
that used to be
a tank. That used to fill you up.
Well, that would fill like my cruise. That'd fill my cruise up. $20. It would fill at least like 3/4 of a tank. Now it'll fill about a half a tank, I guess. Maybe.
My Altima.
My Traverse My Traverse takes. It's just a big tank. It's SUV.
Yeah.
So we'll crossover technically.
Explorer was. They're the same. They're the Ford and the Chevy equivalent to them.
Yeah. Mine's a Chevy. Yeah. Mine's a Chevy version, but it's the same thing,
My Escape and then the Altima, they both take, if they're like down to E.
Yeah.
Actually, the Altima will be more expensive to fill. It'll be like 45, where the Escape will be maybe 35. But the Altima will last forever. But I also don't drive it as much. The thing is that the Altima, you'd think the Altima would take less. But it takes more, but it lasts forever.
It's an older sedan. I mean, older, like still post 2010. But
it's 08.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. I thought it was like 11, like a 2011. But it's 08.
I think 08 or 09.
So
one of the two.
Just prior to 2010, which makes like 13, 14 years old. You know what I mean? But I
think it's been it's been a friggin' trooper.
No, well, so Chevys, they're the Traverse has problems. So yours is a Nissan, right? Mm-hmm. Nissan does pretty good. It just depends really on the model of the different manufacturers because of the engineering behind the designs inside your engine and your cooling system and your this and your that. Like that's a big problem with the Traverse is the cooling system. I think my starter's starting to go out. I would love to just dig in there and pull it out and look at it, but I kind of can't do that right now. But that is a problem with Traverses. Like they do have some issues, but for the most part, I do like the thing. I probably just need a newer version of a 2014. It's not like it's that old. Yeah. But I think it was used and abused before we got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we really got it for two reasons. We needed more cargo space, and then two, I needed to put something on my credit, start building my credit. And I got it. Like I got a credit card coming in, but it's like a $200 limit. It's just something small, just so that way I can help build my credit. You know, just throw gas and shit on it.
You have 2 kiddos too, so you have
that's 100%.
Yeah. And it helps Alexis.
Well, then we have Noah, and then if we have Scarlet Girl, we have room for all 4 of them with space. Yeah, you know?
That's the one thing going from the Explorer to the Escape is we gave up a lot of space.
Yeah, your thing's a little more tight.
But
I still like it.
I really like my.
It's Escape. Very nice. It is a luxury family vehicle. It really is.
I love my Escape. Gabby keeps going, I miss the Explorer. I was like, why? I was like, this is. I get the space part of it. But it's just such. It's a much nicer. Yeah,
it drives nicer. Yeah. It looks nicer. I haven't driven. I haven't really asked to, but
yeah. Well, it's like that. It was the top of the line model of the Escape from 2019, and we got lucky because it was the only one of the 19s left. The 21s were literally like filling in a bunch of spaces, and they had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And so we kind of haggled with them for a while. They wanted to freaking mess with us. Went to leave.
That's the same
we
thing
got a
with
really
the
good deal.
Traverse. Yes, the same thing. The same with the Traverse. He was like, "All right, 360." I got him down to 180 a month. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
He's like, "You guys can't put down anymore." I'm like, "Dude, I'm putting down 5K. Like, come on."
Yeah. They try to make us sit
Yeah.
in the dealership for a few hours. We left, went to Walmart, came back. They tried to make us sit again. And I was like, all right, you know what? We got a couple other places that have some vehicles we're going to look at.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll come back next week or something.
We hung out like 4 hours at the dealership, which is way too long.
The dealership I went to, it depends on who you deal with.
Yeah.
The main guy, I haven't been a big fan of dealing with him. He tries too hard to.
And that's it. There was a guy, and the salesman we had, he was trying too hard. But I knew we could either talk him down or we could leave. Like, and that was it. I told him, like, this is my bottom line. And he tried to, like, tries that salesman shit where they're like, well, you said this. I'm like, well, I said maybe. Let me sit down and do my finances.
That's important if you're buying a vehicle.
Yeah.
You always have the option to walk away.
Always.
You never need anything that bad.
No. And I was like,
they will use that against you.
And that's why I told him, I was like, I don't need anything for at least a couple months. And even then, you know what I mean? I was like, I can get by without getting a vehicle right now.
Plus, you wait a little bit longer. Who knows? A better deal can come along. A better vehicle with better.
Exactly. Yep. But I mean, this one was working out. This one is good for now vehicle.
Yeah.
It's a very good for now vehicle, which we could trade in later and get something nicer, which is what the plan is once we're both, in the financial position to do that. My wife and I. And so.
Which hopefully, if things pan out, you'll be marching your way towards that anyways with the program you're in.
Yes, as long as I can go back to work.
Yeah.
That's the most frustrating part. I am going to go pick up a bunch of books, though, here in a couple days. They did a Secret Santa, which I joined, so I'm just going to go in and hang out for a second. I can sit down, they can tease me, and I know the guys miss me. I get a text message every once in a while from one of the dudes, and they'll be like, you okay? Like, are you all right, man?
Well, luckily, we work for a company that allows you to work through this, too, without the...
Yeah, I get paid for this. Well, actually, my freaking MetLife chick is giving me a hard time, but I talked to the HR, and they said that they can make it so that way I can get paid early, even though it was a check that money I should have got added to this check anyways. I don't know. It's a whole bureaucratical thing, but I'm dealing with it. But it's MetLife. I don't know. This lady's dodging my calls too. I'm like, come on, you probably just forgot to submit my shit.
Well, MetLife, the insurance company, is an insurance company that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and besides, everybody else has been really easy to deal with. It's just my case manager. She's been like dodging me, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Yep. And the company we work for, they have their problems like every other company, but when it comes to this type of stuff, they're very, very good about it.
Yeah.
And they will work with you. And yeah, we got the. Yeah. I lost part of my track of.
No, it's cool. I think we're a little off because we're trying to avoid talking about Marvel because that's all we're going to be talking about this episode. It's been crossing my mind. I was like, no, don't mention that.
Our Marvel minute's going to be a Marvel couple hours.
Yeah, it's going to be a marvelous couple hours.
Yeah, instead of our Marvel minute, that's usually about 20 minutes. It's
going to be a marvelous. It's going to be marvelous. Yeah, it's a Marvel minute.
Yeah, we're also. I know I'm a little tired, so I'm waking up still.
I slept 4.5 hours last night.
About
my
same with me. Yep.
My sleeping since my back went out has just been everywhere. Yeah. It's been one time I fell asleep at like freaking 6:30 at night, and then there's the last few nights I fell asleep between 12 and 1:30. Like I don't have any. I have no control, but a lot of it is I'm uncomfortable. Like it's hard to find a comfortable spot, and then I have to be tired enough to actually fall asleep. It's just this whole thing. I hate it, and I can't exercise, so I can't wear myself out. And like
that's the toughest thing. Well, my days off, I notice is if I don't go to the gym or I don't do something, the energy persists. Even though I'm tired, my body's not all the way tired.
Yeah, it wants to do something.
And it wants to.
Yeah, and that's when you start bugging the wife, and then she doesn't want you to touch her.
Yeah, rub it on the wife a little bit.
Yeah, and if you are lucky enough that she blesses you with a little piece, you take it.
Break that bad boy off.
Yeah. There's been a few times where I've been exhausted, utterly exhausted, and I'll be like, oh, she's in the mood? We're doing this.
Mm-hmm. I would stay up way later than I ever needed to with work the next day if I knew the game I was playing was going to lead to the goal.
Yeah.
If it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get the balls in the net. You know what I'm saying?
I will go to work tired for that.
Yeah.
There's very few things in this world I'll go to work tired for.
Yeah, but a little piece.
That's
Little
the
piece,
main
you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of which, though, 2 episodes ago,
Yeah.
the gang talks philanthropy.
Yeah.
Spot on Alexis impression, right?
Trash. Alexis
Spot
impression.
on Alexis impression.
I was showing
Like,
my
I was listening to it and I was like, "Did Alexis come over to the studio?
So that's the first one.
Alexis was in this. What? I don't remember Alexis coming over to the studio.
You should play. You should add it to the beginning of this episode on YouTube's. On the YouTubes.
I'll put it on the end of the episode.
Okay.
So they can listen to us talk about it and then they can hear how spot on.
I want to hear. I want them to hear the outtake.
I'll play the outtake at the end of this episode.
The outtake.
Okay, I'll play the outtake.
You could even play it right here, but if he doesn't play it right here, he'll play it at the end.
I'll play it at the end of the episode. Then we'll have to make a promo to make sure people stick around this long to listen to that outtake.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll stitch it. Remember, if you're listening to Branden to watch the videos, if you can find like little videos we can stitch to TikTok and stuff, that's my next move. You have to take like little bits of these shows and put them on TikTok. And,
yeah, I hear you. Okay. Yeah. No doubt. You could also do what they do on Is We Dumb and just find like ridiculous runs of them, like so they'll do like Dan will say something ridiculous like, I made her titty fart or something, like just something stupid. Like that doesn't make any sense. And then they'll just be them grunting for like 20 minutes back and forth, but it's obviously just cut throughout the episode. We do something like that. I'll show you. You'll know what I mean. I can't use my phone because it's over there, but I'll show you what I mean. You'd be like, okay, I see it.
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. I just can't remember a specific example.
I'll have to live in my computer to do that consistently.
No, I can do that. I have an editing machine software on my PC at home, but once I get my seats, I can do that.
Okay, if you can stitch some of them together.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the editing for the other show and then this show,
Yeah.
I love it. I wish I could do it more. If I didn't have work,
Editing is heavy. I started barely editing for my YouTubes, for my Twitch to YouTubes, and it's a lot. It takes forever.
If I didn't have work, the content would be more, and there'd be a lot more editing and things like that. And also, and that's one of the things I'm learning is to do more with less time.
Yeah.
And I'm getting quicker and quicker and quicker, and that's part of the reason why we decided to transition to YouTube as well, because I can do that.
The YouTubes.
But I mean, there's so much more I want to do, and I learn every time I get an episode or I get something that I'm video recording. The audio, it's hard to. Sometimes I just make sure that it's solid through, and then I'll upload it. For the video one, though, you can't do that. It's not as easy as just letting it run and then uploading it. Yeah. It doesn't work. If you're an audience and you're watching it, it does not work, and they'll be frustrated. You'll be frustrated. So I try to implement a new element into every video we do so that I learn something new, and then I just practice it so that I can do it more again in a condensed time. So I think that's my next move.
And what does practice make, Justin?
I know it makes perfect. I couldn't think of something funny to.
No, it doesn't make perfect. You need to dismantle that belief system.
You dismantle your face's belief system.
Practice makes improvement.
Practice makes perfect.
It doesn't.
Yeah, everyone's perfect. I'm perfect. You're perfect.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear. Nope, you're done. You're done with that. Oh, yeah, you can add Ollie dog.
Yeah, okay, wow. Hear that, Ollie? Snoring dog over there?
Yeah, no, that's been like on a TikTok videos and
yeah.
on the reels on Instagram. There'll be that it's a preacher and he's talking in the background, practice and practice and practice and practice. What does practice make? Everyone's all perfect. He's like, absolutely not. Dismantle that belief system. Practice makes improvement. And I'm like, that's true. He's like, because you can always better your best. You can always do more.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you're never gonna be perfect.
You're never gonna be perfect. And that's I'm gonna add that saying to my life.
I do love one of the things I do love though, because it's been one of the few things that I've put a lot of time into that I can start to see other people doing something in the similar realm. Yeah. Where the more that I've studied and learned about the video editing, when I watch other people do videos or other things like that, I notice the things that they've done. I notice some of the details they do now, and I notice things they can do sometimes better. I notice things that I'm like, oh shit, that's cool. I can do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's it. Like, Alexis has been kind of, she's kind of deterred from doing the iPad with the pencil and like you draw the pictures and stuff like that. But then she started watching a lot of tutorials on TikTok, and so she's been taking those and practicing. And I've been like really glad because I've been hounding her about it because I got to let her do it on her own time because eventually she'll start doing it a lot more. That's what she did with painting. Like it took forever, but now she like paints a lot more.
I can honestly see Alexis
getting pretty good at
doing that and moving more towards the graphic design side.
I think she wants to do tattooing on the side, but that's like way down the road. She still needs like to practice a lot more. She wants to get certain equipment that's going to help her get better at it. She has some, but
I love the graphic design side.
Yeah.
But you want to talk about time consuming?
Yeah, it takes forever.
I would have to give up work and other things to get as proficient as I would like to be.
Well, she's created like her own shades, like her own shading looks, like to make like scales and stuff like that. So you can part of it is you're building up your
what you want your pencil to do and
like you make your own, and so you have things to build off of later, so you don't have to put so much time into it down the road. But you have to put in the time now, so you don't have to put so much time in the later.
Yeah, and I did a little bit of it, and I did some drawings. And I love doing it. So time consuming, but you get lost in it.
Yeah. And the last one you did was super veiny, a little too hairy for my taste.
Yeah.
But that mushroom was just really popping, you know?
Well, I mean, you have to. I think the veins are what sells it. If you don't put the veins in, then
yeah. You made an excessive amount of splooge. Is that like a normal amount for you? Is that what's normal in your life?
I think there's times where it is. There's other times where it's just like a
I can't.
Like a.
I just want one person to be like, are they really talking about their loads right now?
Yes, we are. That I think that's where we're gonna cut this video off.
It's like Dane Cook has that bit. He's like usually I have a. He's like he's talking about how he had an abnormally large load. He's like usually I have enough to fill up my belly button with a little spillage.
I have not, nor hopefully I will never measure how much I
No, you just take a general. You can take a general account. Like you know when you've made an excessive amount.
I think you notice when you do a little bit more than
exactly
or a little less than normal.
You could eyeball it and know like that's about what I normally do.
But you're also not studying it.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot.
I'm like, damn, that was some good work.
I'm like Picasso in this bitch.
Yeah, or the form was okay. There was some movement, a little. The range was a little bit good, but just the volume could be better. Next time. So things to work on, things to get better at.
Yeah, this is barely abstract. I want it more like a Jackson Pollock situation going on.
No, I don't stop to study.
No,
nope.
Oh, well, maybe I should sell my kit.
With that, let's get into this episode. Sorry, go watch the podcast episode.
You're not going to ask me what I meant by that?
JoseReyes.com to find the podcast episode. I'm all over the place now. I'm all over the damn place now.
Samesies.
But we're going to get to this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Episode 2. We will play the outtake of the scene we did for the Gang Talks Philosophy, where I do a spot-on
philosophy
impression. A philanthropy, a spot-on impression of my sister-in-law Alexis.
Not good. It's not good, guys. It's not good.
Spot on.
Listen to this. Branden, like they can't hear it. Brandon's a plancha. Can they?
Yeah, they can.
They can.
Brandon's a plancha.
Hear that, and then go listen to Justin.
Brandon's a plancha.
That's not what Justin sounds like.
Brandon's a plancha.
You don't say Brandon's a plancha once in that voice. You said
I would say Brandon's a plancha right now in the Alexis voice, but I don't want to ruin it for you guys. Go listen to. I'm gonna play it right now. Stick around. Again, like, subscribe. bell notification.
You're gonna hear us laughing more than you're gonna hear Justin.
Go visit justeraced.com to find all things Just A Race Media. Let's start talking about some Marvel. And if you guys want to hear about Marvel and the Marvelettes, then go, again, watch the podcast.
Yep.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
And go ahead and give us a thumbs up, comment, hit that bell.
Yep.
Give us a little sub.
Leave a comment.
If you're not already, you're not even subscribed to our subscription.
Subscribe.
Then subscribe.
Yeah.
I was getting there.
Subscribe, you son of.
I was just trying to take a long walk for a short drink.
Okay, let's get out of here. You need to stay on your toes tonight, okay? This chick's a Padilla. She's going to be pretty sharp. Stick to the game plan, okay?
She's a Padilla?
He's sweating through his shirt, man.
Hang on. Hey, listen. Do you remember your backstory? No? You don't remember.
What is he doing?
All right, listen. You're a philanthropist. That's what you are, okay? You used to own a small business, but you gave that all up to help others.
All right. Right now, who do I help?
Oh, God.
It doesn't matter. I don't know. Old people, children, autistics, dyslexic folk.
It really doesn't matter.
I'm a full-on... Dude, I can't get it.
Philanthropist.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Go ahead and say it back to me.
Wow. Oh, my God.
What is that? What was that? Is that cheese? Have you eaten cheese?
How much cheese have you eaten today?
How much cheese is too much cheese?
Any amount of cheese before a date is too much cheese.
I had a lot of cheese. I had a block of cheese.
Okay.
You had a block of cheese today?
Good.
I was that nervous. I just started eating cheese, man.
All right.
Does
All right.
that calm you down?
Just don't breathe in her direction, okay? Whatever you do.
I don't know.
Relax. Stick to the game plan.
Do I look handsome?
You look great.
Hi.
You can at least try.
Oh, my God. You can try so much harder than that.
I couldn't get it out. Hi.
Gotta go, hi. That sounds like a tranny. Don't do that.
Yeah, let's get ready.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ready? Hi.
Hi.
This is going to be the hardest one to get through.
That's what I
I
said.
think we killed the first part.
She said.
That's what she said.
Are you Branden Reyes?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm late.
You're Alexis.
Yes, I am. Are you all right?
Yeah. I was running.
Okay. Because you're bleeding.
Ah, shit! It's bleeding again. I'm sorry. These are hornet stings, you know. I get stung a lot working with hornets in my line of work. I get stung it all over, real bad on my face and stuff. You know, starts bleeding.
Oh, sounds interesting. What is it that you do again?
I work. I'm a full-on rapist. You know, Africans, dyslexic, children's, that sort of thing.
I'm sorry. Did you say you're a full-on rapist?
Yep, that's what you said.
No, did I say that? No. I help people. You know what I mean? I'm a
philanthropist?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. It gets blocked in my mouth and I don't say it no good. Oh, God! Dude, I'm sucking ass!
Yeah, dude. You said you were a rapist.
I went crazy in my brain for a second. My eyes were like, I couldn't think straight.
That shirt is ruined.
I know, dude. Give me your shirt.
What? Give you? It's a totally different shirt.
Yeah, can I,
How in the hell are you gonna explain that to her?
I'll say I met a nice guy in the bathroom and we traded shirts.
Are you listening to yourself? Jesus Christ.
I'm freaking out!
Okay.
Dude!
Okay. New plan.
Don't tell-
Branden, make a move.
Okay.
Just tell her you want to bang her.
Whoa. No. What's that? Is that how you get chicks?
What? He's got like a 50-50 shot.
He's got a good point.
It's a yes or a no scenario.
It's a no scenario.
Why?
Don't approach her that way. That's not going to work.
Sorry.
Am I getting the shirt?
You're not going to get the shirt. All right. This is what you're going to do. You're going to go back out there, start asking her questions about herself. Talk about being a Padilla, okay?
I can do that.
Right. That's going to work. And then if anything goes wrong, I'll go out there and I'll say I'm the manager of Georgino's. You understand?
Okay, fine.
All right.
What? No, hold on for 1 second.
You good?
Second, and I'll be good.
All right, great. Just get back out there. Just go. All right. Oh, I'm gonna.